All right. You probably clicked on this video because no way in heck can she burn fat solely off her mind. And you're completely right. Although I wish that was my superpower, wouldn't it be amazing and extremely convenient? I mean, I'm taking applications, Marvel, if you want a new superpower. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. We are here to go over a few critical tips in my fitness journey that I applied when I started to transform my body. You're right, it requires effort, and I promise you this, if your head and your heart aren't there, you're not gonna achieve it. You're gonna keep going into this spiral of yo-yo dieting or just not being consistent in general. Think of it like this. You could be the best basketball player ever. Let's pretend you're LeBron James. But even if you're distracted and feeling off during the game, even though you have the right tools, mechanics, you've won in the past, you may actually lose the game solely because you're feeling off or distracted. Hence why your mindset is so important. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are we? Happy whatever day of the week it is for you. If you are new here, my name is Savannah and I am uploading some fun, fast facts from my fitness journey. It's what I do best. It's what I love the most, is uploading these videos and just kind of sharing my experience. So today's topic is going to be how I really changed my mindset and shifted during my journey. So with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and let's get started. You're probably like, Sav, why are you in like a baggy hoodie? It's the rest day baggy hoodie from Gymshark. I have a link in my bio, size up, and it is literally the comfiest hoodie ever. And if you guys are not new here and you know me well, you will rarely catch me wearing anything like besides athletic athleisure wear. Sweatpants, sweatshirts are basically my middle name. So I am really excited to sit down and kind of go over what really shifted in my mindset, because if you think about it, mindset is everything. And I'm sure you guys can relate to this if you ever played a sport, but say you start playing a team that's worse than you, and so you're like, I have it in the bag, whatever, and you almost start getting lazy and you start playing down to the other team in the sense of you are playing to their level when you could be leveling up, you could be doing better. And I swear, when I was on this volleyball team, we always had this like toxic quality about us. Our toxic trait was we would play down if we had these teams that were like, oh, no worries, we're gonna win. And what do? We'd always end up losing because our mindset was not there. We were not always gung-ho. We got lazy, we got distracted, we goofed around. And even though we had the right tools, even though we had great, fantastic players, we practiced 3 times, 4 times a week, we would still lose. And that's really why I think it's so important to cover mindset, because you have to prioritize it. You have to be right in your head and your heart before getting into your journey, before applying these things. And I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, let's jump in. First things first is have realistic expectations. All right, let's say that together, because the amount of times I used to be like, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks before my Cabo trip. That was me. That was always me. Back in college, oh my. Always set myself up for failure because it's so unrealistic, because me being 5'5", 130 pounds, I was gonna lose drastically 20 pounds in 2 weeks. So definitely reevaluate your goals, maybe see a professional that can even help you set up an achievable goal depending on your body weight, your age, your workout habits, your eating, all that kind of stuff. Don't just assume because a girl on YouTube did it within a month that you can do it. Be realistic, and I promise you it will set you up for success, and it's gonna save a lot of heartache when you get on that scale in like a week and you're like, what the heck, why didn't I drop 20 pounds? Going into that is set up small goals, okay? This was a huge thing I did, was I just took it a day at a time. I took it a week at a time. Instead of me being like, I must look a certain way at X, Y, and Z, I was like, you know what, screw that. I always had that mentality. It's never worked for me. I'm gonna try something new. And that's what I did, was I had tiny goals. It'd be get to the gym 4 days a week. Or hey, maybe try and prioritize my water, be more mindful of what I'm drinking. Things like that. Or even like, let me meal prep this week. Each Sunday I'm gonna meal prep, and that's a goal. Have these small goals, that way you don't get overwhelmed. It doesn't seem daunting, because sometimes if you plan a big goal, and you're like, oh, I have 4 months to achieve that, it's gonna get away from you, and you're gonna think, oh, I have all the time in the world to achieve it. Next up is create a detailed action plan. I cannot express this enough. This is so important in my fitness journey, is when I got down to business, down to the nitty gritties, I sat down and created a detailed action plan. I wrote out my goals, I wrote out how I'm gonna get to that goals, and then I also wrote out, what do I need to even start it, okay? So let's give an example. If you want to improve running, say you want to run a mile under 10 minutes in a month, okay? Then plan out, that is your goal, you wanna run a mile under 10 minutes. How are you gonna achieve that? Okay, you have to run, say, this is just an example, I have no idea, I'm not a running professional. Say you want to run 4 days a week. Perfect, that's your sub goal. Then, how are you gonna get to that goal? You'd write out, I'm gonna prioritize running at 1 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, whatever it may be. That way you hold yourself accountable and get to the detail so there's no more detail to have, okay? As specific as you can be. I'm sure it's everyone's type A dream to do this planning, okay? Next up is something that's so important, and I know some people are like, it's phooey, some people are like, yes, I believe it completely, and for me, I am someone that's definitely, I believe it completely, and that is picture it and manifest it, okay? Make a vision board, write it out, write an affirmation, make the vision board, print it out on your mirror, whatever it needs to be, have that out, and truly believe it, okay? Your mind is so incredibly powerful, and I'm a strong believer that if you manifest something, if you speak this into existence, it's going to happen to you. I am no guru, okay? I'm just a girl on YouTube, but I'm telling you, the things in my life that I've wanted to happen, I have manifested them, and I still do it. Every single night I do this, okay, before I go to bed. It's very helpful. Next up is get support. Find a community. It doesn't even have to be a physical community. It doesn't have to be anyone you know. It could be even online. It could be following your favorite fitness accounts that inspire you on Instagram. I found Gymshark. I've talked about this before. I'm a Gymshark athlete, but I found Gymshark originally when I started working out, and I was so intrigued. I joined all the groups. I started meeting like-minded people. It was amazing. Even Gymshark has events that you can attend. You can make friends. Some of the events I went to before I was even an athlete, I still remain dear friends with those people I used to hang out with at these events, okay? So just try and find a community, because it gets lonely, and I understand that. And honestly, that community doesn't have to be doing what you're doing, but as long as they support you, that's what matters, okay? I have some dear friends from college and high school that we are very different people, but what matters and what we have in common is we want the best for each other, and we support the heck out of each other, and no matter what we do, no matter where our path is, we will always support each other. Full transparency, I had to let go of a lot of friendships once I graduated college and got into my fitness journey. Honestly, I felt like those girls were making fun of me, doubting me, whatever it was. I did not get a good vibe from them. And listen to yourself. You will know best if you're getting good energy, okay? There's a reason you feel that way. Next up is keep track. If you want to improve your muscular endurance, if you want to improve your strength, keep track of the weight of dumbbells that you're doing during a shoulder press, whatever it may be. Always keep track. Take progress photos, whatever it may be. But at the same time, be careful, because people can get very obsessive with this. So it depends on your personality. For me, I like to keep track. I don't weigh myself, but I do check like, hey, how many pounds am I lifting? Hey, have I improved? Is my strength improving? Things like that. A moment of pause. I have a husky, Sir Benton. He's always sitting on my lap during these videos, all right? He has a whole house to sit, chooses to sit with his mother. It's very flattering, but also very annoying, and my legs are numb. So next up is reward yourself. I've preached this time and time, is longevity. You need to enjoy your life. If you're so restrictive, you may burn out. Who knows, maybe it works for you, but for me, I burn out when I'm super restrictive. So just be aware of that and have that cookie. Have those desserts, have those drinks, have a fun girls' night, eat the chocolate, whatever it may be. Life is too short to not enjoy those little things. Last but not least is ditch the old habits. ditch those toxic habits, and trust me, you'll fall back into them. Get back on out. Get out, okay? It takes 21 days to build a habit. All right, fam, I am going to wrap this up. Sir Benton and I really enjoyed sitting down here on our floor and having a chat with you. Please let me know what you thought on this video. I love just sitting down and having these chats. They honestly like make my day. I just think they're so much fun. So if you want more of them, if you want a different topic, whatever it may be, please let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. That being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you next time.